Hi, I'm going live because I just got really inspired this morning by a live video that Heather Dopson did with Dennis U today, and it just really connected with me on a very super deep, awesome level. And I just had to talk about it because it was talking about the things that you should not be doing with your digital marketing. And I just sat there and I listened to it for an hour, and then I actually went back through and re-listened to it, more fast forwarding through the chunks that I really wanted to make sure was processing well. So every week-ish, Heather does this live video with GoDaddy called Beyond the Domain. And I guess she had some little, hey Bella, I guess she had a little issue where her guest canceled, she crowdsourced out, Dennis showed up and basically just blew everyone's mind with fantastic information about what you should not be doing in digital marketing. But what I loved so much about it when I was watching it is that it's really reaffirming everything that I have been changing with my business. And I want to go over some of the nuggets of what they talked about and what I'm doing with All-in-One and the success that we've been having because of it. So the first big thing that they talked about a lot was, I have my notes here, so you're going to see me looking down. I'm not being weird. So notes. I'm also on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. So here's what I got. So we really want to make sure that we're posting evergreen content when we're doing anything. So the whole versus just posting things that are going to expire. So doing things that are just maybe holiday driven or trending or politics or this hot thing's big right now. That's not going to help your long-term objective of your business, which is to continuously be driving people back to your sales funnel. And for those of you that are still new to marketing, a sales funnel is when you have something that you educate people with and it comes with an offer to get them into your funnel for a freebie. And by a funnel, it means a form of communication for them. So most of the time it's an email. Sometimes it can be a Facebook bot. Sometimes it can be a call to action, to make that call, to get that lead. So it's all about getting people to convert, and it's all about driving people constantly back through your funnel. For an example, what we're doing with All-in-One right now is we have our 19 free and beautiful social media graphics that you can use anytime for your social media purposes. It's actually a pop-up on our website, and I've linked about it a lot. I'm actually going to be switching it out the upcoming month, so make sure you stay tuned, and it's going to be really fantastic for you guys to make. It's going to be a checklist that's how to construct the perfect post that converts. And I'm going to be really helping you guys through this process in September while we get ready for the holidays. And so we really want to make sure that evergreen content is really important. So that's that sales funnel. So we keep talking about it. And I've been really pushing this a lot lately. I've worked with a lot of my resellers on making sure that we're having that messaging put across for our content for our clients. And I really think that it's great. I wrote down in my notes that it's, you want to create smart, not more. So you don't have to be blogging every day. What you should be doing is making one really valuable, evergreen, or continuously usable piece of content and finding the little nuggets from it and sharing those nuggets and drawing people back to that landing page and using it over and over and over again and preaching about it and talking about it and just really being there. So I think that it's brilliant, and it's been helpful for us so far. We've already been able to get more people opted in through what I've been doing with all this video marketing stuff, turning it into a blog. The leads have been coming in from our podcast. So it's about creating smart, not more. The other thing is we do, with All-in-One's packaging, we include a $25 advertising budget. And in the past, what we've done is we've done light campaigns because a lot of people seem to be driven by those numbers. When I was actually the social media producer over at CBS in Phoenix, they were really obsessed with likes. Their whole way of measuring everything was how many likes do we have next to Fox, next to ABC. It was actually super crazy obnoxious, and no matter how much I educated them about engagement and shares, at the end of the day, all they cared about was how many likes they had on their page. And that seems to be the current mindset of a lot of business owners, when in fact, it really needs to be about engagement and awareness, and that's what getting and then converting people who are seeing your stuff to your funnel. And so we're actually going to be switching up our ad model with All-in-One and getting away from trying to get people to like the brand page and focusing more on what I'm calling billboard ads, so awareness and boosted posts. So boosted posts are just going to be it's the bread and butter of Facebook now. If you have an important piece that you have for your sales funnel, you have to be investing in that post to get it seen by your target demographic. So, and of course, if you need help, you can always just shoot me a message. I'm glad to help. And it also helps you for knowing your niche and your target. So you really need to make sure that with your evergreen content and your boosted posts, that you know exactly who you're talking to and targeting them specifically. So one of my favorite things about Dennis is that he preaches that you should work less and delegate more. He spends half of his workday, at least half of his workday, in education, watching videos, learning more, trying things out for his business and the brands that he works with. He doesn't do the work. One of the things that I've been really getting away from more and more is doing less of the working in my business so I can work on my business to be better. I really invested in this over the summer, and it has been a fantastic return for what we have going on. I've hired more military spouses to handle all of our content work. I spend a big chunk of my month making sure that it's done well and that within our branding, but also making sure that they're trained so that they can do it well based on the changes and things that are going on with the industry. And I have, my personal story of this is that by delegating more, I'm able to work smarter and focus on growing All-in-One versus working in it all the time. And then the person that really helped ice the cake for this is Bella Vasta. She literally delegates out everything. She starts it, she brainchilds it, and then she hands it off to someone who can execute it better than her because she has so much going on. And the testament to her with that is she had a baby born at 12 ounces and had to spend 6 months in a NICU while she fought for her life. Her daughter is now 3, and while she was in the NICU, her business actually grew, became more successful, ultimately allowing for her to sell it. Like, that's a really amazing story, and delegating allows for you to do more, allows for you to accomplish more while doing less. And I really love how he says, the hustle is a lie. And I think that's what don't hustle till you die. Work smarter so that you can live your life and enjoy what you're working so hard for. He also really focuses on fundamentals versus squirrels. And I thought that this was I kind of put that together myself with what he was saying. So it's all about those foundations of what you're doing in social media. Engaging with people, sharing your funnel, having that conversation, being there, customer service, having a plan to drive people back to your funnel, and versus squirrels, which is like, oh, this is happening right now, I have to capitalize on it. Oh, this is happening right now, I have to capitalize on it. That's not helping the long-term strategy for your business. So make sure that what you're doing with your social media is strategic and specific so that you have that solid foundation versus chasing after squirrels. My biggest takeaways were some really good tips I want to share with you. One is a challenge for you entrepreneurs called the laptop burn down. What he challenges you to do is to charge your laptop and then go to a coffee shop. And if you have a big project that you're trying to get done, work on it at a coffee shop without your power cord, because you're going to be racing the battery life on your laptop. You're more likely to get it done because you're not going to let other distractions get in the way because you have a limited amount of time. And I can actually say I have done this before on accident without knowing this exact plan, and it really does help you focus on what you're trying to do. You should be spending your time doing, delegating, or deleting. You should not look at something unless you're ready to do something with it, and then you're either going to delegate it out, do it, or delete it. So notifications on Facebook, emails, text messages, unless you're ready to attack what is inside of that message, you shouldn't be doing anything else. So I highly recommend that to you guys. I have turned off the notifications on my phone for my email, And I recently have taken on a lot of big projects, not only I've taken on the project of all-in-one, but also on getting things started with the base here in Korea to help out with some different things that are near and dear to my heart. And so I think what I'm actually going to have to do is turn off my messenger on my phone, because it's taking me away from the things I need to do. Like my messengers went, like I have messages up on my phone right now about that project. And so I'm like, I need to turn them off, because this is my dedicated work time. My kids are at school. I have a to-do list. I need to make sure that I'm giving that my attention. So I highly recommend turning off notifications that bother you so much that it distracts you from what you're trying to do. And journaling. So what Dennis says that you should do is your top 3. Now, I'm going to share something with you. So one of the things I've been really accomplishing personally is making sure that I'm surrounding myself with the right people to encourage me and help me grow as a professional. And I have a new friend named Crystal, and Crystal is my accountability partner for health, fitness, but also for business. She runs a blowing up pet sitting business in Massachusetts, and so she and I are doing this thing called the Freedom Journal, and the Freedom Journal seems actually pretty cool. So I'm on day 2, and I learned from day 1 what I was supposed to do. So the Freedom Journal walks you through like all these different things you're supposed to do, but every day you have these specific things that you go through. What you're grateful for, reiterating your goal that you have, and it counts down the days like from 100 to 1. You know, what your number 1 focus is for today. By the end of the day, you're going to accomplish what 3 things towards your ultimate goal. What's your action plan for today? And then your thoughts about where you're at in the morning. And so this is my checklist. This is the stuff I need to get done today. And then, so I started my day with this, and then I have to end my day by reflecting on it and recapping what I've done well, what was working, and then maybe whatever changes I have for the next day. I think that that's a really great way to help me accomplish what I'm trying to do for my long-term goals within my short-term goals. And I would highly recommend this. Again, the Freedom Journal, really handy tool for allowing you to just sit down for 100 days and knock something out so that you can accomplish whatever you're trying to accomplish in your life, whether it's business or personal. And then my last piece that I really loved from what they were talking about today, and again, something that I have been really processing a lot since we got to Korea, which is you can't serve at your highest level if everyone is taking a piece of you. So I run a business. I am a mom. I am a wife. I have obligations to the base. And with so many people taking so many pieces of my time, all of those pieces are also suffering at the same time. So this kind of goes back into delegating out things that don't serve you or that you don't enjoy. I say this all the time. Stop doing shit you hate. And I know that sounds easy and, oh, Desiree, wouldn't that be nice? But I seriously think that it's something that everyone should really process. So for example, some of the things that I've been doing. So I have a housekeeper that comes every 2 weeks and does all the deep cleaning in my house because I have 2 toddlers, and when they're not here, I'm working, and when they are here, they're making a mess. I have a dog, and she's always in some state of shedding. I have a husband who comes home from work, and he works on the airfield, so he's bringing in his dirt and stuff, and he's, exhausted and messy, and I'm messy from not cleaning up after myself in the kitchen. So because I hate cleaning, I can pick up, but I don't deep clean. It aggravates me, bothers me. So I hired that out. And it makes us so much happier. It makes us feel so much better as a family because then the house stays clean regularly. I don't do the maintenance on my car because I'm not good at it and I don't want it done wrong. So I hire a professional to do that. I don't like it when people do their social media wrong or think they can do it themselves because they're trying to save money or whatever. When in fact, if they hire an expert to do it, they're actually going to probably make money or save time. So I think it's really a matter of putting in a value on your time and asking yourself for things you really don't enjoy is like, how much time and money is this taking away from me? So don't let things that don't serve you take away from you. One of the other things that I've done with my marriage is we have a bi-monthly date night, not just once a month, twice a month. We go out together and we're alone because I love my husband and I want to talk to him and I want to download everything that he's been going through and he wants to download for me, and our days are busy and loud and we get disconnected. So we need to reconnect regularly, and that's important for my marriage. My marriage is the number one thing in my life. Above my kids, above my business. He's going to be there when all of those things go away. So it is so important for me to make sure that I know what's going on with him, that he knows what's going on with me. By me not taking that time and making that investment, it's not serving me. It's not serving my marriage. You know, for my kids, I need to put away my phone when they're around and give them my attention and focus on what they have going on. So by turning those alerts off on my phone isn't chiming, telling me to pull away from what I'm doing. Do the things that serve you and your life and your purpose, and stop doing shit you hate. So that is just my thoughts for today and where I'm at, and I'm really just kind of hopped up from that video. I put the link in the comments so that you guys can watch it too. It is an hour, but if you are in business, I cannot recommend it enough for you guys to watch it. And and some comments people are saying is that, lots of hearts, people agreeing with me with stuff. People can use, the Freedom Journal or something like this is great for all areas. One of my friends on Instagram is talking about how she has one for her homeschool goals for her kid. Just, like I said, have a plan. Stop doing shit you hate. I feel so good knowing that what I'm doing right now with my business is really servicing the clients we have. I've already seen it because my clients have been positive. We've been growing just in such a good place. So just wanted to give that reflection, and thank you so much, Heather and Dennis, for just being such great shining examples for me and really reaffirming that what I'm doing right now is the right thing to do. So until next time, guys, I'll see you soon.